Hey everybody, it's Daniel from the blog It's Like Having My Own Card Shop. Hope everybody's week is going well. This is a contest response video for LSCards. Christian, Ryan, and Eric run the YouTube channel LSCards, and they are having a contest to celebrate 10,000 views and in anticipation of 200 subscribers. So let's see if we can get them to 200. Let me get right into the contest. A couple of questions that they wanted answered. First, favorite sport and why? Baseball is my favorite sport. Always has been, always will be. I love everything about it. I love the history of the game. I love baseball. Played Little League as a kid. First interaction with baseball cards was in first grade. A kid brought in some 1988 Topps cards, and I was hooked. Number two, who do you PC and why? So when I first started collecting, I was just buying packs, and there wasn't a ton of stuff. You had Topps Fleer, Donruss. Right around that time that I started collecting is when you had Upper Deck and Score, and then a little bit later you had some other brands, Pinnacle, and kind of all the top stuff, Stadium Club, and that sort of thing. But so first couple years was just buying packs and no real rhyme or reason. I was a Dodgers fan in the beginning just because there wasn't a team here in Arizona. Right around like 1990, I just decided, hey, I gotta have a favorite player and that I can collect. And so I picked this guy, Ken Griffey Jr. He was my favorite player. A few years later, this guy showed up, and again, the Dodgers were my favorite team at the time, so I started collecting Griffey and Piazza. They were two of the most collected players, and their stuff was expensive. I was just a kid at the time. Right around the time when jersey cards and memorabilia cards, autograph cards, really just like flooded the market. I took a break, so I don't have a ton of relics and autos of those two guys. I do have a couple of Griffey autos, autograph cards. I have some other signed Griffey stuff, jersey, mini helmet, ball, some stuff like that. When I came back to collecting, their stuff was available but really pricey, and so I kind of just took a little break from Griffey and Piazza. I had the Diamondbacks. They came in 1998. I collected the Diamondbacks, but didn't really have a PC player until 2009. I decided, hey, I've got to pick a favorite player and just start collecting them on the Diamondbacks. So I picked Brandon Webb, and he promptly threw out his arm and never pitched again. But still fun to pick up his cards. They're fairly reasonable. So I've had a lot of success getting Brandon Webb cards over the years. I never made a conscious effort, but I think it did kind of turn into this a PC for Justin Upton, just because he was the face of the franchise for the D-backs for a few years. Didn't turn out I think like anyone would have hoped. but I collected him for a while. Kind of at the same time, we had a guy in Arizona, kind of a role player, but he played third base for us, and just was a hustle guy, a fan favorite, Ryan Roberts. And so, he didn't have a lot of cards prior to being on the D-backs, and I just decided, hey, I'm gonna PC him, and I tried to be like a super collector for Ryan Roberts. So these are some printing plates and other one-on-ones for Ryan Roberts, so still, if it's out there, I haven't picked up anything new of Ryan Roberts in a while, but if it's out there, I want it. So my current PC guy is this guy, Paul Goldschmidt. So I started collecting him early on, so was able to get some nice autograph cards at reasonable prices. He's having a great season. He's batting .350 right now, so a little bit harder to find his stuff at reasonable prices, but you can still find some good deals out there on his stuff. Definitely, I feel like he's underappreciated, even though he's gaining popularity. The third question was, who's your favorite all-time TTM? I have a few. I had a hard time narrowing it down. I think I have an all-time favorite, but I have a few that I want to show off. Duke Snider was a great TTM signer before he passed. Same with Bobby Thompson. He hit the shot heard around the world. Clayton Kershaw, I put him in here just because he's probably the greatest pitcher in the game today, and yet he still takes the time to sign TTM, and I think that's awesome. Here's my only non-baseball, but pretty good football player that I got back a few years ago, Peyton Manning. And then this one's my all-time favorite TTM, Yogi Berra. He signed TTM kind of, I think it was a little bit hit or miss, and I happened to hit. You can tell, his signature is not the greatest, but it definitely is getting up there. So I feel lucky to have gotten him TTM. So the other two questions were kind of bonus questions. So I'll address those. Again, Christian, he asked, who do we enjoy watching the most? So out of Christian, Ryan, and Eric. And I can't pick a favorite. I think it's great that there's three young guys that are passionate about the hobby, excited about making videos, and sharing TTMs and in-person autographs, and just kind of their thoughts on the hobby, breaking boxes and packs and that sort of thing. So I can't pick a favorite. I really enjoy watching each and every one of the videos from LSCards, regardless of who makes it. I guess probably what I enjoy most is when the three of you are together and you make a video together. So that's probably what I enjoy watching the most. The last thing was kind of, what would you like them to add to the video? I tried to think about it. I don't have a whole lot as far as, what I'd like to see from you guys. I think you're doing a great job as is. I know sometimes you'll do it, but the only thing I could really think of is just maybe a little bit about why you chose to send to the person, that type of thing. I know you do that some, if it's like a favorite team, or you have, I know Christian, his grandpa, he has a favorite football team, and so he enjoys getting cards in from players for that reason. But again, just maybe just a little bit about why you chose to send to them, why you're excited to get them back, that type of thing. So I'll leave a link below for LSCards. Definitely go check them out, give them a sub, and that's it. Thanks. Bye.